Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is the first episode of the USS Missouri build. First thing off is that I'm gonna take all the wood, which is here and that one here, without the strips and the balsa, which is next to me. So the first thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna turn the pages to the very end of the instructions. There's an overview of all the parts that you need with all numbers, so you can number the parts, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to number all the parts so everything is ready to be taken off, and I don't need to turn the pages to the very end to begin with, or yeah. So I'm gonna do this. It's probably going to take quite some time because there's a lot of parts that needs to be marked. I can take this out right now because it's something that I'm gonna need very soon. So yeah, I'm gonna continue. Not continue. I'm gonna start with the marking up the entire all the I don't know what's it called, spruce, I guess. So we can get to the building stage. I'm very keen on just assembling the keel and put it on the bottom of the ship, just so I can see how long just that part is. It's probably going to be a little bit longer. So I'm gonna mark up and come back to when I'm beginning to assemble stuff. All right, see ya. Hello and welcome back again. So this is the skeleton length of the ship. It's pretty long. You can't even fit it in the camera. So what we did now is that we did the false keel. Put extra pieces of wood on the side to hold it together. I did the bottom of the ship here, and what I want to do is that I want to actually put this on now, because I want it to be straight. So like putting it on like so. I want these pieces here to go down at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty difficult to turn it because it's pretty long. So this piece here is gonna go on the false keel, and down on the bottom, so it's glued down to the bottom and on the false keel, making a 90-degree angle to make sure that this is actually straight. And what I'm going to do to actually get this to be correct is that I'm just going to put in the frames, because I need to get some frames on this piece here, on the bottom piece, to make sure that you have the correct angle so the ship doesn't get crooked. And there's a lot of pieces here to get in. I just need to get the ones, maybe just one or two here, to maintain it. I'm gonna do it with both PVA glue and also CA glue, to make sure that I get that fit. There we go. That straightens up the entire keel. Not that one. I'm gonna put that one there, and then C7 is gonna come there, holding the ship, the keel in place. I think I want these two pieces here, this piece here, and then this one. This is a C9 and this is C10. So we can take this off, and we can actually take this off as well, because I just want some pieces here to make sure that everything is straight. C11, C12 is going to come here. Like so. Piece 13. So yeah, I'm gonna put in some PVA glue on the bottom, and then use CA then use CA glue here at the joint. I'm just gonna use my ruler, if I can find it. Maybe if I can find it actually. I'm just gonna be right back. And there we go. I don't know what this is called in English. Just a ruler, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna take this piece here, put some PVA glue here at the bottom, like so. Maybe a little bit here, just a little bit. I don't mind. I don't mind if it's messy here on the inside of the keel. All I care about is to get the entire keel straight. Like so. So I don't mind the extra glue that comes out. All I care about is to get the entire thing straight, and that's actually in alignment already. And then I just put some CA glue here, just to make it hold. Like so. Like so. No, we can't do that. And that's also pretty much straight as well. So keep it down here as well. Maybe just tack it also down here with some CA glue. Making sure that the entire thing is aligned. Like so. Right. So then we need this part here. I'm going to use CA glue for this. And also down here on this bottom here. And then just put it on like so. Get a clamp and holding it down. There we go. Right, so this is gonna dry, and then I'll be back, and then we'll do the rest of the frames to all the way down the keel. See you later. All right, so welcome back. So the pieces here has already dried. I put in these two here to hold the hold everything in place. It's like it's humongous. It's like really, it's a behemoth. Undoubtedly a behemoth. So let's start. We start with the B5. This is pretty much straightforward. You do it as the same thing you do on all other ships. You put it in where it's supposed to be. Put some glue on it. Take your preferred tool for measurements. Make sure you get that 90-degree angle on the frame, and then just let it dry basically, and that's it. And that's what you do all the way down. Start with B5, then you have B6, C1 and 2. I'm just going to put it down, and then I'm going to glue it afterwards, so you can see how basically everything goes. C3 and C4, 5 and 6, 7, it's better to take one at a time when you glue it, because then you I mean, I only have this tool, and that's pretty big, so I can't get that between the frames. This one seems to have a little snag to it. There we go. That's 10, 11. And then you can see how it's gonna end up basically. Yeah, I need to move because the ship is too long. And then the last piece. Can you see it? No, you can't. But yeah, let's just see if I can put it a little bit forward so you can see it. Yeah, that's basically the entire ship. That's the width of the ship. It's going to be a little bit wider because the planks, two types of planks are coming on the outside, and then you have some stairs goes down by the hull. But I'm pretty sure that might be optional. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it on both sides anyway, but I might do it on one side. But yeah, this is it. Now I just need to glue everything in place. And then I'll be back. The next thing we need to do is that we need to put these in here. These are some supports that need to go into these slots here on the frames to give it some, I don't know, to get a little bit more stiff. And then we do the balsa, and I think we already need to start the planking actually. From what I can see, but yeah, what you can see from the plans is that you have a nice overview of the entire hull, where you see all the frame names, where to put them, and there you can see the supports and then the balsa wood that we need to cut as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna glue it, and then I'll be back and we can put in the supports. See you later. Hello, welcome back. So all the frames are in place now. So we can go on to the next step. As you just saw, I drilled some holes in it because I'm not completely sure yet, but at some point in the plans there is pictures of the almost completed hull. I don't know if you can see it. It has some dots in it. There's the template, and you need to drill some small holes, and then you need to put something in it. I am not quite sure if it's portholes or scuttles. If it is, I'm thinking that I'm going to put lights in it. I am not sure if the real ship has portholes in the side of the hull. In my head, there wouldn't be any because it's a battleship. So I'm guessing that the armor plating on the ships would be too thick, and it wouldn't give the necessary protection if you also had portholes in the hull. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe some of you can help. But yeah. So just in case there is portholes, I drill holes through the frames so I can run some wire and solder some lights in. So right now we need to put in the supports. I was just in here. Need to put in the supports here throughout the hull to give it some stiffness, and then we need to do the balsa thing at the bottom and between some of the frames. And then we need to sand a lot apparently, and then the main deck comes on that we need to a plank with frames. Yeah, again, sand. Everything. Once everything is sanded, we start the actual planking of the ship. So there isn't really much to do before you need to go plank everything. So I'm gonna figure out on the system on the with the supports here, and then we're gonna do the balsa wood. I guess it's extra support or something on the for the ship. So I'm gonna be right back. And I'm back again. So I'm just going to do the one side on camera, and then I'm going to do the other side off camera. So the first one that you need to, of the support you need to do is the part called C23. And it's quite simple, really. Put some glue in here. And then you can see the this part here goes all the way down. The flat end goes in the stern, and you just put it in the grooves. There we go. There we go. And then we just continue with the next part. It's called C24. Same drill. And that goes up between this here. You can actually put a little bit glue on this side here as well, because that's going to be touching the C23 part that we just put in. There we go. And then the last part, also the same thing. It's probably going to be like this. No, it's going to be like this actually. There we have these here, so like so, and then pop that down here as well. There we go. So again, the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna be back. See you later. All right, so these supports, sorry, the supports are in. Trying with the balsa. You have to. I just measured the. There is a measurement in the instructions calling for 54 millimeters, 5.4 centimeters. I just took the balsa wood up and just measured between the frames. You have to put it up here, and then you have to draw this line on the balsa, and then you have to cut it off because it needs to go up. So there's only 2 millimeters on this piece here, because that's gonna coincide with the planking. And I can't remember these here, the measurement on this on that piece. So that's 4. So you need to carve away 2 millimeters on the balsa wood. So you have the measurements. So yeah, so it will coincide with the planking that will come on, because then the first planking will come up. The strips for planking are 2 millimeters thick, so it will come up and butt up to this piece right here. So this would actually be the bottom of the ship. Then you sand it, and then you cover it again with the second layer of planking. So you need to carve away a little bit of the balsa wood. It's really easy. It's like, I'm pretty sure that you know the balsa wood. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna return. Hello, and welcome back once again. So I did all the balsa wood blocks from here and all the way down to the stern of the ship. I'm now doing the front part of the ship, the bow section, and it's basically just gluing in these balsa blocks, because you need to sand it down. So I just cut one. So I'm just going to glue it on like so. And then just put it up on here, so it's flush with the false keel. And there we go. And then we need 2 blocks here at front that I'm also going to do. The last block here is going to protrude the stern a little bit. No, not the stern, sorry, but the bow here a little bit. So that needs to be sanded and cut off as well, because there's a little tab sitting in front that's gonna fit with this piece here, which is the bow bulb. And you can see there's a little tab here in that one that fits with that tab as well. So we need to get that one clear. So basically, yeah, I'm just gonna do some cutting here with the balsa. Just mark it off, cut it. I'm just using a normal saw. And it's balsa, so it's really soft to cut in. There we go. And then just again some glue. I'm running out of glue now. There we go. Again, just put it up at the end of the keel, so it's flush with the keel. The reason for that is that you need to have it rounded. Like so, and then the last block. It's gonna be there. There we go. And again, blue. And there we go. And boom, that's that. So now it needs to dry. Then we need to get rid of the excess balsa wood, so we get into the keel again and retrieve that little notch in there. And then we need to cut some paper because we need to file it to form. And this one here as well, you need to sand it so it get the contours of the bow. But now it needs to dry. In the meantime, I can just show you that the stern of the ship looks like this, as you can see. So all the balsa blocks are here, and that also needs to be sanded flush with the frame so you get a nice smooth transition. And basically then you put on the well, you can see here according to the plans here, put on the balsa wood, cut out the paper, and get the contour of the frames, and then start sanding the balsa wood into shape. And the same with this here. And then we start putting on the deck. Once the deck is on, we're gonna plank it, and that's it basically. Once that is done, we're gonna do the rest of the stern section, and then we're gonna sand everything, so everything's gonna be nice and smooth, getting ready for planking, and then planking begins basically. So I'm gonna end the video here. Let this dry. I'm gonna sand everything so it fits. The part where I need to cut the paper and put it up at the bow, I'm gonna film it, but it's gonna be in the next video. Because it's probably gonna take some time to do this, or to sand it. So so it's yeah, it's the 1/200 scale USS Missouri, and as you can see, it is a really huge ship. It's a behemoth, and it's probably going to be a little bit longer than what it is right now, because you need to get the bow on, and stuff like that. But yeah, very excited to have a good start at the build. I'm looking forward to building it. I have some ideas on what to do. If anybody knows, as I said earlier, if anybody knows if the Missouri actually had portholes in the hull, please let me know. Preferably before I start closing the hulls, because I want the lights in. But yeah, this is the Burning Sail signing off. Thank you very much for joining me this time, and I will see you again the next time, where we start the whole planking process, I guess, and sanding process. So join me then, and please like and subscribe the video. See you later. Cheers. Bye.